So, hello everybody, and welcome to lesson 1 of Romantic Renewal, your journey to lasting relationships. Just a reminder again, if you haven't already, to subscribe to the channel and click that bell button so that you receive notifications when the new videos are released. So this lesson, from the fire of passion to what exactly? Most committed relationships, except those of convenience, had a spark which caught fire and became unbridled passion. Feelings were intense. The couple spent as much time together as possible and had a difficult time keeping their hands off each other. They decided to proceed to the next stage of the relationship and move in together or get married. Within a couple of months, they began to wonder what happened. Where did all the passion go? Maybe this is you. Let's talk about what happened. So Mahesh, does your body manipulate you?
Yes, Sean. Actually, this is a fact that um, your body manipulates you into forming a relationship with the one you love. And it is not that your body believed in love. No, your body wanted only one thing. Your body wanted to ensure the human race continued and did everything it could to get you to fall in the love. So, um, so to encourage the relationship, your body produced chemicals such as dopamine to keep you feeling wonderful about your loved ones, um, like a norepinephrine to keep your heart a flutter. These are like a actual names of the hormones. So sometimes it's difficult to pronounce, but uh, phenylethylamine, which gave you emotional and physical energy, and very popular. Everybody knows about the oxytocin, which has become known as the bonding, or like a cuddle hormone. And we'll discuss ways to keep producing this fun hormone. So these other chemicals manufactured by your body had you believing you had fallen in the love. So once you make this decision to form a committed relationship, your body has you where it wants you.
Hmm. So, okay, that's great. So you mentioned dopamine, you mentioned norepinephrine, you mentioned phenylethylamine, you mentioned oxytocin. So what happens? Where did the passion go?
Because people often complain about passion missing in their relationship, and they usually uh, like a wistfully talk about the old days of when the fire was burning, and now the relationship like a so well ordinary, like nothing special, those type of things. Yeah.
So
So
expand a bit more. Tell us more.
yeah, so Sean, I think to understand this, you one has to consider what happens when you get married or move in together. So there are a number of things which are happening like over a period of time. So number one, that um, you realize that you no longer have to arrange to see each other, like a because you are already together in the home. You share your and this is not the ritual of calling to arrange time to meet each other. And we'll discuss ways to keep the excitement of being together going. But I'll just quickly go through other other points to consider. Number two is the routines of your daily life are shared now. So the daily course of keeping the house clean, making money, and other daily activities are no longer done out of sight of each other. So, and very important things like it's a common things that who does which course, because you are living together. So if these chores are going to get done, and it is important to make time for them and discover how to share the responsibility. Like it's a common thing. Another thing is uh, these are the ordinary activities of the life, so which are not exciting, but they are necessary. So another important point to consider that you are not always up for each other. Like when you see each other every day, it is difficult to hide from the other when you are tired or stressed or grumpy because you are there in front of the person, so your partner. So earlier, like before, your excitement of about seeing each other is now overshadowed and even overcame your wariness. Um, the next important point to consider is you forget to do the special things you used to do, earlier for each other. Because when life becomes routine, it's a common thing to skip the little things you need to do for each other. So just an example, this includes like a special gifts, like either it can be a birthday or anniversary or maybe Valentine's Day or any other thing. So saying how much you love each other and giving a compliments. Um, the next thing is you begin to take each other for granted, like the uh, the special the specialness you once felt seems to like a recedes into the background, like a decline, you know, um, and this can negatively affect your relationship if you allow it. Like if you think that everything is fine and nothing need to consider, like a relationship as a priority. So that is the main thing.
Yeah, well, that last point there, I think is quite important, quite interesting too. I went to a funeral earlier today, as you know, and
Yeah.
they played a song by Van Morrison. The title of the song is "Did I Tell You Lately That I Love You?" And when you consider it in the context of a funeral, obviously somebody hadn't said it in time. So yes, those small things are key to keeping that relationship aglow. So just talk a little bit about how those hidden expectations emerge.
Yeah, I think Sean, that's a very good point which you raise. When you are dating like each other, and the chemicals of passions are in control of your relationship. So, like you are excited by the newness, of it all. Like everything is new because everything is surprise to you. So you are open to the things being different in your life, and that is what you are attracted to. So when your relationship settles into a routine, um, the subconscious forces begin to emerge, and from the moment like you were born until now, your subconscious mind has gathered the informations, like accumulated, stored on how you and your partner should interact. So they are like a preconceived ideas. So the challenge is that each of you, like both of you and your partner, may have a different shoulds, like a should, would, could, type of things. which can conflict and be completely unknown to each other, because that is what you said, hidden expectations. You asked about this thing, like a expectations are there, but they are not known to each other. They are never spelled to each other. They are never communicated to each other. So they are hidden. So this this should set your relationship up for misunderstanding and hurt the feelings of each other if they are not discovered and addressed like a one-on-one.
Okay, good. So, all right. So we've talked about what starts the relationship and then what can damage the relationship in terms of the unknowns and so forth. But how do we then keep the fires burning?
Sean, luckily, despite the routines of life, which comes from work schedules, caring for the home, being part of each other's family, and perhaps establishing a family of your own, there are ways to keep the passion burning in your relationship. And that's a good news from this course from STEAM Executive and Device Coaching, that the rest of the course will address issues which arise in committed relationship and how to work through them, because it's a coaching course. It's a it's something, like you gradually learn, discover, and then empower yourself. And just reading about what happens in relationship lets you know that you and your partner are not alone in these challenges. Other couples also go through these challenges as well. So you want to be different from many couples by recognizing potential difficulties and knowing how to resolve them. So this is a very, very, very important and life-changing course if people are in a committed relationship, and even though the relationship are good, on the like a on ongoing basis, how in future any issues can be overcome. So this course is a must for every couple who are in currently committed relationships or are going to be in a committed relationship. So basically, be one of those couples. Once again, I'm telling that who celebrates their 50th or 60th wedding anniversary, and not one who says with regret that I wish I would have known. That is too late.
No, my word. So as we come to the close of this first lesson then, I'd just like to remind everyone that in the paid section of our website, you'll have more reflection questions and material to help you with this. And if you're just watching through YouTube, remember to subscribe and click the bell button for the next lesson. But just to summarize everything we've heard today, first up, you learned how our body conspires to have us fall in love by producing powerful chemicals that keep us attracted to other people. And once you form a committed relationship, those same chemicals decrease. So, in our coming lessons, we'll move into learning about strategies to keep the relationship special.